Live. You're live. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the health class. Hope you enjoy. We do weekly studies on different nutrients and things we need in order to stay healthy. Why? Because in the world we're living in right now, uh, the people have become money hungry. What does that mean? It means that the pharmaceuticals are giving the doctors trips to the Bahamas and whatever to be drug pushers for them. And we certainly do not need to have the people we trust pushing drugs, no? But we have to deal with whatever comes our way in this world and do our best, and God does the rest. So, let me see, that's interesting also. What I wanted to point out, let me see, 4 minerals for the brain. Okay, there are 4 minerals. We're going to be talking about minerals today. And many people are very uneducated about minerals, and minerals are like vitamins, but there are in the vitamin category what's called oil soluble and water soluble. What does that mean? That means that some vitamins need, like butter or whatever, in order to absorb into the body. And some vitamins, which are water soluble, need liquids in order to absorb into the body. And so, let me see what we got going on here. Some of the fat soluble vitamins, oh wow, look at this. Zia, minerals and vitamins, that's okay. Vitamin K is fat soluble. Vitamin E is fat soluble. Vitamin D, like David, is fat soluble. Zeaxanthin, lycopene, very good for the eyeballs, those two. And we're going to go back down the list because it gives me on this list what foods are associated with which nutrients, which is very helpful to learn and know. So I need the 4 eyes here. Okay. Antioxidants needed for eye and skin health and immunity may help fight what we call in the Jewish world makala, because we don't say illnesses. Okay. So it says that animal foods and fish liver oils, brightly colored fruits and vegetables are filled with antioxidants. So now we go to astaxanthin, fights macula, and free radicals. So free radicals are the culprits for aging. So when we can consume antioxidants, which fight off free radicals in the body produces the free radicals from the cleansing process. Usually while people are sleeping, their body is busy getting rid of old cells and regenerating and repairing and restoring. So what happens is that we have It's, we have it very beneficial to consume things that are antioxidants. So let's go here. Astaxanthin, which is excellent for the eyes, is in salmon, and the other ones we won't read because it's not kosher, and we don't share things that are not kosher in the class, for sure not. Okay, so salmon is your best bet with that. And in today's world, we don't just have these slabs of salmon that are so expensive, but in these days they're making salmon like they make tuna, in the can and in envelopes. And you can even make a salmon salad like you make a tuna salad. Or I even mix the two together with some onions and celery and whatever, and it's yummy, yummy in the tummy. And you should know you can even smash up and put fresh garlic in there, which is a natural antibiotic. and is an antimicrobial. So let's go on here. Beta carotene aids in the protection of any of these uh, immune issues, and it's green, yellow, and orange fruits and vegetables. Lutein protects eye from eye disorders, and particularly macular, God forbid, degeneration. So, green fruits, vegetables, and especially leafy greens. Interesting. Lycopene, also for the eyes, but it also protects from these diseases they say that are not curable, and from heart issues as well. And you can find lycopene in tomatoes, cooked in oil, and watermelon. Now, I put sliced tomatoes in my eggs that I make eggs in the morning with butter. And I also put a little bit of olive oil. And lately I've been putting flaxseed oil and even sometimes walnut oil. And all these different healthy oils are excellent for the body. Zeaxanthin, an antioxidant necessary for eye health, comes in yellow corn, mangoes, oranges, and egg yolks. Vitamin D, like David, cod liver oil, fatty fishes. Salmon is a fatty fish. Egg yolks. We eat eggs every morning. And fortified dairy. Vitamin E. Now, lately, they've made a discovery that vitamin E happens to be a natural antibiotic, which is phenomenal. So, antioxidant that protects against this disease a lot of people have that affects them in their, God forbid, brain, and also maculas and heart issues. Vitamin E is also a natural antibiotic, and it's a preventative of even viral issues. So, where can we find vitamin E? From wheat germ, almonds, and other nuts, cold pressed vegetable oils like olive oil. Vitamin K helps with blood clotting, bone formation, and bone repair. It comes in leafy greens, leafy green vegetables, in green tea, and alpha. And you have green tea every morning in a supplement. My husband doesn't like the taste of green tea, so we found supplements to give him on a daily basis because green tea is a powerhouse of nutrients. Let's see what we do with that. Um, hey, Google, what does green tea do for the body?
On the website nih.gov, they say, green tea as a beverage or dietary supplement is promoted for improving mental alertness, relieving digestive symptoms and headaches, and promoting weight loss. Do you want a little more context?
Yes.
Tea has been used for medicinal purposes in China and Japan for thousands of years. Green tea as a beverage or dietary supplement is promoted for improving mental alertness, relieving digestive symptoms and headaches, and promoting weight loss.
Okay. So it's got other good stuff as well. But there's a lot more that was not mentioned. Let me see. Hey, Google, what are the health benefits of green tea?
Sorry, I don't have any information about that, but I found something else. Do you want to know what happens if you drink green tea every day?
Yes.
On the website healthline.com, they say, regularly drinking green tea can help you lose weight and reduce your risk of several diseases, including diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. Do you want a little more context?
Yes.
Regularly drinking green tea can help you lose weight and reduce your risk of several diseases, including diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. Drinking 3 to 5 cups of green tea per day seems to be optimal to reap the most health benefits.
Excellent. So let's go on because the next group is called water-soluble vitamins. Vitamin B1, which is called thiamine, enhances brain function and energy. B1 also comes in a form called benfotiamine, which in this house we take as a supplement on a daily basis. Also, let's see, brown rice, dairy, egg yolks, legumes, and soy have B1, thiamine. Vitamin B2. These are all water-soluble vitamins, so they need liquids in order to absorb into the body. Essential for energy and the immune support is B2, which is riboflavin. And it comes in eggs, cheese, fish, poultry, spinach, and yogurt. Next, vitamin B3, niacin, aids healthy circulation and nerves and lowers cholesterol. And it comes in brewer's yeast, broccoli, carrots, eggs, nuts, fish, and wheat germ. Okay, needed for growth and maintenance is vitamin B6 and reduces high levels of homocysteine. And it comes in bananas, brewer's yeast, brown rice, carrots, chicken, eggs, fish, oatmeal, and whole grain cereals. So there's a lot of places to get B6. These are all water-soluble vitamins. Vitamin B, let me see. Okay, folic acid or folate. Important in generic, metabolic, and the nervous system health. Nervous system health reduces risk of pregnant women's giving children, God forbid, birth defect. And it comes with leafy greens, liver and asparagus, and brewer's yeast. Now, a very important vitamin that I take 5,000, no, now I'm taking more. I started out taking 5,000 milligram pills every morning. I'm now taking 10,000 to 5,000. And there's symptoms if a person has a deficiency. Hey, Google, what are symptoms of deficiency of vitamin B12?
According to Mayo Clinic, symptoms are rare but can include fatigue, breathlessness, numbness, poor balance, and memory trouble.
Well, so here it says that it's needed for blood formation and the nervous system health as well. And you can get it in kidneys, liver, fish, eggs, and dairy. So let's see where we're going here. Important minerals. Here's the mineral section. And I wanted to share, what is this? Water. Oh, this is part of water soluble. There's more water soluble. I'll finish that first. Biotin, which promotes healthy hair, nails, and skin. Dairy, fish, meat, and rice bran. Choline, which I take in supplement form, choline and inositol. It's not strictly water soluble. It helps transmission of the nerve impulses. It supports brain health and function and fat metabolism. It comes in egg yolks, legumes, meat, and whole grains. Vitamin C, we know plenty about C, except that you should know that they are now giving out mega dosages of vitamin C to heal macula. And vitamin C has a few extra good things. Large dosages of vitamin C kills off free radicals, which is like anti-aging. And high levels of vitamin C makes the body produce collagen, which gives elasticity to the skin. Let's go on here. Boron. I learned about boron from a chiropractor and started taking it. It's necessary for bone building, cellular energy, and enzyme function. Apples, carrots, leafy greens, and raw nuts and whole grains are where you can get boron. Calcium. Everybody knows milk. Essential for strong bones and teeth and healthy gums, and a balance with magnesium. Interesting. So calcium is needed for magnesium. Dairy foods, leafy greens, and sardines. Helps glucose metabolism, enhances energy. Comes from brown rice, meat, and whole grains. Okay. Copper. And I heard the other day that there was something that could eliminate some of the copper in a person's body. We're not talking about the metal called copper, but there is a mineral called copper, and the amount a person needs is a trace mineral, but it helps the blood cells, bones, and collagen. It comes in meats, nuts, seafood, soybeans, and whole grains. Iron. Iron is essential to blood cell production, growth, immune health, and energy. Magnesium, and we're going to be doing a little bit more profound study on magnesium. Welcome who just came in, and please, at the end of the class, look it up in our channel, Yiska Levinson with a Y, Yischah Levinson, and see if you find this particular class has a day and date, because the beginning of the class was also phenomenal information to know. We started out with water soluble vitamins. We are now working on important minerals. And what we read up to now for important minerals was boron, calcium, chromium, copper, iron, magnesium. And I have a whole study apart from this paper on magnesium that I brought for the class today. And I have a report on choline, which we just read on the list of minerals. But there's a whole report here on magnesium, which we're going to get to when we finish this. So, magnesium balances the calcium as needed for bones and heart issues. Dairy, fish, leafy greens, meat, molasses, seafood, seeds, and soybean have magnesium. Let's get a little from my assistant here. Hey Google, what are symptoms of magnesium deficiency?
I found 9 on the website healthdirect.gov.au. Magnesium deficiency can cause. Here are the first 5. Loss of appetite, nausea and vomiting, fatigue and weakness, shaking, and pins and needles. Want to hear more?
Yes.
Okay, here's 3 more. Muscle spasms, hyperexcitability, and sleepiness. By the way, if you want to see the whole list, you can check out the link I just sent to your phone.
Okay, let's go on. Manganese, needed for fat and protein metabolism and energy production. It can be found in avocados, nuts and seeds, and sea vegetables and whole grain. Molybdenum, activates enzymes and promotes cell function. Legumes, beef liver, cereal grains, and dark leafy greens and peas have that. Potassium protects against high blood pressure, and it is the electrolyte balance in the body. It is what causes the body to balance out. Actually, potassium and salt. If a person doesn't have enough salt, the potassium has a problem. So it needs salt and potassium, and they work with each other to create this perfect balance. Very important to know. And so when we have enough potassium in our body, that will avoid swelling. It will avoid. Let's ask my buddy over here. Hey Google, deficiencies in potassium. What are some of the symptoms?
I found 8 on the website healthdirect.gov.au. What are the symptoms of potassium deficiency? Here are the first 5. Weakness, feeling tired, muscle cramps, confusion, and constipation. Want to hear more?
Yes.
Sure, here are the last 3. An abnormal heart rhythm, arrhythmia, skipped heartbeats or an irregular heartbeat, tingling or numbness, and increased urination.
Oh, well. Okay, selenium is the next thing on our list here. And it's an anti-macula, antioxidant, and works best with vitamin E. So we know, and I had taught a little earlier in the class today that they've discovered that vitamin E is a natural antibiotic and it's protective against both bacterial and viral. So taking enough vitamin E on a daily basis is a mega benefit to protect you from all the, I call them the cooties out there, you know? But let's go on here. Silicon is needed for the formation of collagen, bones, and connective tissues. And you can get that from bell peppers, brown rice, and root vegetables. And vanadium, vanadium, necessary for health, bones, and teeth, improves insulin use. It comes in dill, which you make a good chicken soup with some dill, fresh dill, and it's yummy in the tummy. Fish, meat, olives, and some vegetable oils and whole grains. Usually you find the fresh dill in packages like in Walmart or in the supermarket. Zinc, important for the immune and reproductive health. Zinc. Zinc is also good for anti-illnesses. Yes, it's another preventative measure. We have to make sure we're taking enough daily. And it comes in eggs, legumes, seafood, and whole grains. So let's go on to my study on magnesium for today. Magnesium is a mineral that plays a big role in making the body work right. More than 300 chemical reactions inside a person depend on these minerals. Without it, the person's muscles can't move the way they're supposed to, and a person's nerves won't send and receive messages completely normal. Hopefully, yes, but chas v'shalom that they wouldn't. Magnesium also keeps a person's heart in perfect rhythm, blood sugar levels balanced, and joint cartilage healthy. It helps a person's body make protein, bone, and DNA. All of this is, and it's just the beginning of the report on magnesium for a person's health. Going on, a person's body doesn't make magnesium on its own. The amount a person needs depends on their age and gender. If a person is a woman of the age of 19 or older, they may need about 310 milligrams a day, or 350 mgs if they're pregnant. Or if it's an adult male under 30 years, he may need 400 milligrams. After 30, men need about 420 milligrams. It's always best to get magnesium from food, but a person also can get it from multivitamins and mineral supplements. And in today's world where there's a mineral chelator, it's very important to make sure that we take extra just to make sure. So we eat the foods and we do the supplement both. And multivitamins and B12, things on that level, should be taken in the morning because it's the only time. Oh my goodness, Mr. Wesley, I have to stop the chat for you. People wanna, and they have to call me on the phone. Please ignore all these false gods and idolatry this man is printing on my chat. I don't approve what he does and say. That's an idol. J.C. Penney's is an idol. I renounce all idolatry now and forever. And I don't want anybody to take that from what's there. Anyway, let's go on. And please, Mr. Webb, if you want to come doing that, best you don't come into my classes. You're not welcome if that's what you're going to do. Let's go on. Your body doesn't make magnesium on its own. The amount of the magnesium that your body needs depends on the age and gender. We read that already. It's always best to get magnesium from food, but as you can also get it from multivitamins and supplement. But let me see. Most multivitamins and B12s and things that give energy should be taken only in morning times. Don't take a magnesium supplement if you have certain conditions that have you taking certain drugs. Then you need to check up on that, maybe online. Okay. Certain conditions. No, I don't want to read that. Leafy green vegetables and whole grains, beans, nuts, and fish are all ways to keep healthy levels of magnesium in the body. A top source of magnesium are different types of fish like salmon, halibut, Atlantic mackerel, and pollock. Vegetables and fruits that have magnesium is spinach, Swiss chard, edamame, tamarind, potato, baked potato with the skin on it. Make sure you wash it first. Okra, and okra can be made with a nice saute of onions and some tomato sauce. Makes it very nice. And whole grain products with magnesium. Look for breakfast cereals fortified with magnesium and these whole grains. Bran cereal, wheat germ, and quinoa, of course, cooked. Legumes, nuts, and seeds with magnesium. Meats and poultry don't have a lot of magnesium. Welcome to the health class. Better late than never. I'm going to send you the video because in the beginning of the class I was teaching what vitamins and what are minerals, and some are considered water soluble and oil soluble, which means in order for them to digest in the body, some need a certain amount of water and the others need oil. But you'll see the beginning of the class when you have time. I'll email it to you when I have, after the class, I send it to everybody. Okay, let's go on here. So right now we're going through a study on magnesium. Magnesium is a mineral, and magnesium, legumes, which are beans, nuts, and seeds, have magnesium, and cheese and yogurt have magnesium. And these meat alternatives for people who are vegetarian can use black-eyed peas, soy nuts, cooked black beans, lima beans, navy beans, pinto beans, and here's a good one, hummus. Chickpeas has magnesium. Tofu, almonds, cashews, and flaxseed. Magnesium is a mineral, and having a deficiency in a person's body can cause certain symptoms. I had, let me see. Hey Google, what are the symptoms of magnesium deficiency?
I found 9 on the website healthdirect.gov.au. What are the symptoms of magnesium deficiency symptoms? Here are the first 5. Loss of appetite, nausea and vomiting, fatigue and weakness, shaking, and pins and needles. Want me to tell you more?
Yes.
Alright, here's 3 more. Muscle spasms, hyperexcitability, and sleepiness. By the way, if you want to see the whole list, you can check out the link I just sent to your phone.
Excellent. Let's continue on here. So why do people take, this is not this one. Oh, here it is. Okay. Sorry. Magnesium enhanced products, meal replacement bars, protein, and weight loss shakes can have magnesium. And to keep in mind, some medicines may keep a person's body from absorbing magnesium, like antibiotics or very high dosages of zinc. If a person takes water pills and that's ridiculous by itself, that and antacids or acid reflux, because when a body has acid reflux, it's because it needs acid in the stomach, not because it it has too much. And there is a wonderful supplement called betaine hydrochloride acid, and that is what's used. As people get older, their body produces less acid in the stomach for the digestive system, and they may need this supplement in order for everything to go smoothly in the digestive system. And there's a bonus or a benefit because that is an anti-aging product, the betaine hydrochloride acid. So we have 33 minutes in the class so far, and we're going to go on to the next study that we're doing. Again, magnesium is found in a lot of the foods we eat, in eggs and leafy greens. And so we should take a supplement and let the food take care of any magnesium deficiency or deficit, so or chelator. So let's go on here. Why would people take chromium picolinate? Specifically, it's an essential trace element mineral that is used by some people as a supplement. Perhaps most importantly, chromium forms a compound in the body that seems to enhance the effects of insulin and lower glucose levels. So it helps the body process sugar. However, it also had risks, and its use is somewhat controversial. But some studies have shown that chromium supplements may be helpful for people with type 2 sugar issues, or insulin resistance, they call it. And there is good evidence that chromium can lower glucose levels and improve insulin. And chromium picolinate is a supplement, a natural supplement. It is not chemical. Chromium supplements have been studied for their effects on cholesterol and heart issues and psychological disorders. Even the I don't like to say the name of illnesses or other conditions. Some people use chromium supplements to build muscles and trigger weight loss. And some chromium studies have shown these benefits, but others have not. So it depends on the person as well. How much chromium should a person take? Usually, if you buy the supplement, it'll tell you on the bottle what you need. So let us go on here. Here we go. Top foods high in chromium. Chromium is a trace element found in many kinds of foods. It's an essential mineral that we must get from food normally. Our bodies only require a small amount, and studies show that chromium plays an important role in the blood sugar and brain function and breaking down fats and carbohydrates. Scientists continue to study chromium to understand its health benefits and determine if the supplementation could help treat certain conditions. While this research is ongoing, it suggests that getting enough chromium is a vital part of a balanced diet. Why we need it. Scientists don't completely understand its effects to the body, but studies associate deficiencies with several health problems, God forbid, such as heart issues and sugar problems. And scientists believe that chromium may offer health benefits, including the control of blood sugar, heart health, cholesterol management, foods with chromium. It's easy to get enough chromium through a well-balanced diet because the mineral comes from the soil and it's in most vegetables, fruits, and whole grains, along with grains or grass-fed meats. Processed meats like like salami, let's say, are also high in chromium, but research shows that their high processing can be more harmful than helpful. There are 8 foods that offer healthy sources of chromium. 7 because we're not going to read the non-kosher ones. Broccoli is kosher. Broccoli and mashed potatoes have chromium in them. Grapes have chromium. Brewer's yeast has chromium. Meat has chromium. Wine, grape juice and wine have chromium. Brazil nuts, and all you need in Brazil nuts is 1 nut a day, and it takes care of both the selenium and the chromium. Whole wheat breads and flours have chromium, and a person can get their daily requirement through those foods. So let's go on. The next thing I wanted to share, and we have about 20 minutes left of class, is choline. It's spelled CHOLINE. It comes in a supplement form, which I take not daily, but a couple times a week. Choline is a nutrient essential to many body functions. Our bodies produce a vitamin-like compound in the liver, but not at sufficient levels. We need to get the rest of our body's requirements from food. So we'll go down a little. Choline is also available in supplement form. A B complex vitamin and multivitamin should have it, and there are no studies to confirm its effectiveness from supplements. Research shows that getting enough choline in the diet through food is essential for brain health, essential for brain health and the nervous system function. The Food and Nutrition Board recommends that men and women get about 500 milligrams a day. We don't need to know about all the numbers. Let's drop down. The nervous system function. Our bodies need choline to produce acetylcholine. Research shows that this compound is a neurotransmitter. In other words, it's for the brain that plays an important role in the function of memory and muscle movement. And maintaining a person's good heartbeat and even in balancing the mood. While research is still ongoing, choline is being studied for its potential to boost long-term cognitive health. That means health of the brain, including reducing the risk of conditions like ALHI. I don't like to say illnesses, where people don't have a complete control of their brain stuff. Anyway, let's go on. Metabolism. Metabolism refers to our body's chemical reactions that change food into energy and break down nutrients to support healthy function. Choline is a vital nutrient for normal metabolic processes. In other words, it makes the body normally take the food that's eaten and process it correctly and take care of the sugars and all that it needs. Liver health. Choline is also required to clear cholesterol from the liver, and deficiencies, God forbid, could cause issues of the fat or the cholesterol accumulation. Chas v'shalom. God forbid. Non-alcoholic fatty liver, God forbid. Okay, let's go on. Foods that have choline. Many foods are a great source of protein, particularly meat, dairy, and fish. But this puts people on a plant-based diet with a higher risk for choline deficiency. However, plenty of green veggies and other vegetarian-friendly foods contain choline, such in lower amounts per serving. To make sure a person's getting enough in their diet, consider these different types of foods. So we have my favorite, chopped chicken liver, yummy, yummy. We have egg yolks, or just eat the whole egg. You don't need the yolk alone. Just one large egg contains enough choline in its yellow part, and there is not any choline in the white, but one is enough for the day. Eggs are high in many nutrients. In fact, eggs, meat, and milk are one of the three foods that have all the vitamins at one time, not just one vitamin. While healthy for most people as a part of the balanced diet, consuming too much cholesterol, consuming? They're talking about eating foods that are high with that stuff. Well, we don't have to worry about that. Okay. Fish is also a great source of choline and many vitamins and minerals as well, including caviar for those who like that. Fish eggs. Is that kosher caviar?
There is such a thing. Yes, there is kosher.
Kosher caviar. Yes.
Kosher from a kosher fish.
Yeah, if we do it right. Yeah. If it's from a kosher fish, my husband said. Okay.
Get it in a fancy way.
There we go. So, other fish varieties also have high choline levels. Salmon, haddock, and whitefish. Broccoli also has choline is present in most green vegetables, but mostly heavy and concentrated in broccoli. And boy, do I like broccoli. I make it in I even put it in my eggs in the morning. I put it in the pan with the onions and the butter, and then I throw in the eggs, and then I put cheese on top. I really make an egg omelet for breakfast. Anyway, let's go on. Soy is another product that has choline. Dairy. Choline is available in a wide range of dairy products, such as even 2% fat milk, which contains 40 milligrams of choline. And for those who are fleishik a lot, so eat your dairy first before you become fleishik, no? While you should limit your overall, and the good thing about milk and milchik is that milk and nuts also have contents in it that makes a person sleep well at night. Um, oh yeah, it'll come to me in a minute. Melatonin. Melatonin comes naturally in milk products, melatonin in cheese products, melatonin in eggs. Eggs even have melatonin. All kinds of nuts and pistachios are the highest level of melatonin. You consume one of those foods about an hour before bed, and you're going to sleep like a baby, because all things that have natural melatonin are conducive to sleep. And another secret is about an hour before sleep, start shutting down some of the lights in the room that you're in. Because as it becomes darker, the room becomes darker, the body will naturally produce melatonin, so that when you get to the bed, you're conked out. All right, let's go down. Cauliflower is another food that has choline. And that is the end of the road here for choline. And we're 47 minutes down the road. So let me just do a quick repass of what else we need to share. And we will be ending the class in 13 minutes. Let's go on. Today, there are 4 minerals for the brain. The brain needs minerals to stay in tip-top shape. One of those minerals is iodine. The body does not produce iodine either, and therefore we have to get it through some foods. One of the foods I know for sure that has iodine is tuna and salmon. Let's see what my buddy tells me. Hey Google, what foods have iodine?
I found 8 on the website harvard.edu. Here are the first 7. Seaweed, fish, shellfish, table salts labeled iodized, dairy, eggs, beef liver, and chicken. By the way, if you want to see the whole list, you can check out the link I just sent to your phone.
Okay. The next mineral that's needed for the brain is magnesium. We just did a whole study on magnesium. So I personally try to include that at least a couple times a week. I'll take a supplement on magnesium as well. But I try to eat leafy greens every day. And let's get the repass on that one more time. Hey Google, what foods have magnesium?
I found 2 on the website nih.gov. Magnesium in healthful diets. Whole grains and dark green, leafy vegetables are good sources of magnesium. Low-fat milk and yogurt contain magnesium as well. And dried beans and legumes and nuts provide magnesium.
There we go. And so it's very important. What we do in my house here is that when it's time, we eat like a lunch dinner around somewhere between 2 and 4 in the afternoon. And then around 8 o'clock at night, we have a dessert. And our dessert entails fruits. And I drink a glass of milk. And my husband eats nuts. And I have some nuts too. And we lower the lighting in the room about an hour before bedtime, and we both sleep very well at night. So take my word for it that this functions very well. Like Maimonides said, a famous Jewish scholar said, "Let thy food be thy medicine." And so there is food for everything, people. So the four minerals needed for the brain is iodine, magnesium. We were talking about copper before. You only need about 3 milligrams of copper daily, which is a supplement. It's not the copper of metal, although the metal copper is also antibacterial, but we'll get into that another day. And the last but not least mineral is zinc. So if you have a kosher supplement store nearby, you may be very interested to buy yourself some extra zinc to take in supplement form in the morning. Even if it's in your multivitamin, normally there's not enough. Multivitamins give you a little taste of everything, but not enough of anything. And vitamin C should be anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams daily. See who's that, husband? And we'll be right there.
So I think your tail lights are on your car.
Oh, sugar, thanks for letting us know. He said that he thinks our tail lights are on in the car. You want to go check that out?
No.
Because it's supposed to shut the lights off when the car goes off. But go and check it, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you. So let's go on from here. And class is almost over. We have about 8 minutes left. Okay. Magnesium. Okay, here's a short list I made. In leafy greens, in nuts like almonds, cashews, Brazil nuts, all have magnesium. Seeds like, what do I use? I use sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds, which are mega powerhouses of nutrients also. And the best way to use those is I make a homemade salad dressing where I put cloves of garlic, olive oil, and salt in a food processor. When it comes out like a paste, I'll throw some tablespoons of mayonnaise in there, and you can throw cilantro in there also. And then you can put it, what I do is I'll put a little bit of sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds in the dressing and put the dressing on the salad. And let's hear some of the health benefits of those things. Hey, Google, the health benefits of sunflower seeds.
On the website webmd.com, they say, sunflower seeds are a source of many vitamins and minerals that can support your immune system and increase your ability to fight off viruses. Do you want a little more context?
Yes.
Studies found that consumption of seeds, including sunflower seeds, was linked to lower rates of cardiovascular disease, high cholesterol, and high blood pressure.
Excellent. Hey, Google, what do pumpkin seeds do for the body?
On the website webmd.com, they say, pumpkin seeds are rich in vitamins and minerals like manganese and vitamin K, both of which are important in helping wounds heal. Do you want a little more context?
Yes.
Pumpkin seeds are rich in vitamins and minerals like manganese and vitamin K, both of which are important in helping wounds heal. They also contain zinc, a mineral that helps the immune system fight bacteria and viruses.
Excellent. So, the other thing on the list here under magnesium is dry beans. So, you can take a can of red beans, black beans, and if you need recipes for them, let me know. I lived in Puerto Rico for a while, and I learned how to do everything and anything to make beans taste good. And then you put them on top of white rice with some salad, and you come up with some awesome, healthy food. Hey, Google, the health benefits of beans.
I found 13 on the website webmd.com. Why beans are good for your health. Here are the first 4. Lots of fiber. 1/13. Beans are a great source of fiber. Plenty of protein. 2/13. Keeps you at a healthy weight. 3/13. And boosts your heart health. 4/13. Do you want to hear more?
Yes.
Okay, here's 4 more. A good food for diabetes control. 5/13. Great source of iron. 6/13. Provides magnesium. 7/13. And chock full of potassium. 8/13.
Excellent.
By the way, if you want to see the whole list, you can check out the link I just sent to your phone.
Yeah, it went to my son's phone, but it's okay. I hope he's learning something from all this, right? Okay, so just to wrap it all up, let me see if there's anything I missed. I don't think so. I think we'll end the class here. Oh no, one more thing here. Okay, years and years ago, there was a what they used to use for antibiotics before antibiotics were created was called colloidal silver. I printed out a report about it, and it says colloidal silver has a direct effect on cellular respiration. There are several healing properties and help with the following. If people have issues, I don't like to say the name of any illnesses, but colloidal silver is antibacterial. First, colloidal can be put topically on the skin, which, by the way, my husband had a skin problem when I first met him, and we bought this cream in Walmart that was a cream of oatmeal with colloidal silver, and it healed the skin issue he had. It's good for wound care. It's good for pink eye or ear infections. It's good for anti-inflammatory issues, for sinusitis. It's good for cold and flu, and God forbid pneumonia. So it's a way back when, and you can probably buy it or find it in the health food stores, because they would be the only ones who know what it is. And these days, interestingly enough, I went to buy a couple years back. I went looking for mercurochrome or iodine, which we used to put if we got a cut or something when we were little, and nobody had it. So I went to a pharmacy, and I got the pharmacist to order me and bring for me mercurochrome, and I have it in my medicine chest. But you can't get it these days, and people don't even know what it is anymore. Unbelievable that we had such good stuff, cheap and good, and it worked, and now it doesn't even exist in the world around us today, almost. So at the end of the class today, those who didn't see the beginning, please go and see the beginning of the class. We were teaching which are vitamins, which are minerals, and as there's a mineral chelator in the atmosphere, it's a very important thing that we are careful to supplement with minerals, because minerals are a prerequisite of the body to absorb vitamins. So there are a lot of people in the world around us today that if we look outside, we see they're fat as a horse, and yet they're starving to death because they had the mineral chelator take their minerals and they're not replacing them. So if the body has too much of something, especially through foods, it will take it out in the urine. But if they don't have enough, there are various symptoms for various vitamin deficiencies, and more so mineral deficiencies. So it's very important to get to know what is vitamins, what are minerals, what they're good for, what foods have what, which is what I went over in the beginning of this class, telling you what foods have what nutrients. So please make it your business to hear the beginning of the class if you didn't hear it. And with that, we hope you had learned something that you didn't know from before, because that's the whole purpose in this class, for us to learn what we need to do to stay healthy. It's better to stay healthy and not need doctors and drugs these days, because it's a crazy world out there. And prayer is always needed before you do anything or everything. You want to talk to the Abishter first. Please, Father, help me with this. Show me what foods to eat. I even pray when I go to the supermarket, because they have bananas that are marked organic, but they don't look too normal. And then I brought home bananas that were they green. They never turned yellow, and they turned hard as cement. So now I even pray, Hashem, please guide me so that the ones I buy are the ones that are not corrupt, and that they're the good ones. And ever since I prayed that, I've been bringing home ones that turn nice yellow and they're very good to eat. So even in the shopping and everything we do in today's world, we need help from Hashem. Please, Hashem, reveal to me if I'm missing any vitamins or nutrients that I need to take, so that I take them, so that I keep perfectly healthy. May I do my best and you do the rest. I pray for your permanent divine guidance and intervention in everything in my life. Pray, talk to the Avishter, pour your heart out to him, even in the area of health. Everything in our life, we need the Almighty, God Almighty, for everything. And the more we learn to talk to him and ask him for his help, make sure that we ask forgiveness for any past, present, or future sins, because sins are like illness. Sins can cause illness, God forbid. And so all we have to do, like King David did in Tehillim chapter 50 and 51, he said, animals I didn't want for sacrifices. I want a contrite heart. That I will not despise. So you have a surrendered, loving heart to the Almighty, and ask him for forgiveness if there's anything you don't know that you did, and stay repentative, and then talk to him daily, and make non-negotiable times of study of Torah daily, so that you have the light of his Torah inside of you, which will generate that light to the outer world and stop all the evil that's going on around us. But God's light will remove that evil. If enough of us will generate the light, we can stop all this from going on. So get on it. Everybody needs to help. We all have to work together and bring this world back to a righteous place to live. And so we'll see you if you want to come into class tomorrow. My classes are at 8:30 New York time every night, Monday through Thursday. My husband has been coming in at 7:45 New York time. And Tuesday is Parsha of Torah, and Thursday is Halakha. Now, the problem is that the men and the hours and the time for their davening has changed. So it's very possible that my husband's part of the class will have to separate from me, and his will be at a different time. And I will notify you tomorrow as to what time that will be. So please come into my class so that I can let you know. And we hope you have a bracha, tzlacha, v'simcha week ahead of us. Only goodness, only happiness, only joy, peace ever increasing and never decreasing, now and forever, and only goodness, now and forever. Amen, Ken Yeratzon. And with that, we wish everybody only goodness. Shalom, shalom. God bless you all. Thanks for coming in, Rebbitzin. Toda Rabah.
Okay, Saiga Bench.
Saiga Bench, call me tomorrow.
Está.
Yeah.
What's the name? Oh, sorry.
Talk to me.